Hi, my name is Kenny Bedwell. I'm the CEO of STR Insights, and I'm here to review our Property Finder service and exactly what it is. So Property Finder is a consultation program where we work with you one-on-one to find an amazing short-term rental deal that fits three key things. So number one, your budget, your return on investment goals, and finally your personal preferences. Now, this isn't some kind of mastermind or course, YouTube video channel, whatever, or even wholesaling program. This is a one-on-one service that helps you not only find great deals, but also provides the resources and network of experienced professionals in that particular market to make sure that you are successful. So what I want to do is share a little bit more information about the program with you in this video. We'll review client success stories, property stats, and types of deals we're seeing in the market today. I want you to pay close attention though to the success stories, but more importantly, the numbers, so that you can determine if this program is a good fit for you. From my experience of doing this for over 4 years now with this program, one of the biggest reasons investors use this particular program is time. You know, the time it takes to identify prospective properties that fit what you're exactly looking for. And unfortunately, it can take months or even years. If you're expecting to buy a cash flowing property that actually makes you money, you can't just buy any old property in the market today or any old property that a realtor sends you. You have to do your research and due diligence, not to mention learning the regulation requirements of any new market. So if you feel like you've been wasting months looking for a property and you're on a deadline, like maybe you're in a 1031 exchange, or you only have 45 days to identify something, or maybe you bought a short-term rental in the past and it's not successful and you don't want to mess up again, our Property Finder program can help you. Regardless of your situation or frankly analysis paralysis that you might be feeling, the biggest thing that we can help people with is helping them save time in finding deals, along with the confidence that this next purchase you're about to make will actually make you money. That's really important. We do this by providing you with two key things. Number one, proven data and experience. In our programs, you only work one-on-one with experienced short-term rental investors. And I don't mean the ones who started investing during COVID years, but before COVID. Our experienced team of consultants all own and manage their own short-term rentals along with other real estate properties. We've been around the block and we've seen the ups and downs of the market, and we're still investing today. We've helped hundreds of investors in the last 4 years find profitable deals all across the United States, not just in a few select markets. So now you're probably wondering what types of returns our investors are seeing. Let's dive into a few case studies of some of our clients. And before I dive into that, I want to say first, we help people with all different kinds of budgets. In fact, I just helped an investor find a property for $125,000 and then another investor recently for $3.1 million. So regardless of your budget, we can help you find that right cash flowing property. So the first property I want to show you was purchased in Asheville, North Carolina for $1 million. Now this property was purchased in 2023, so it's been on the market for a little over a year and a half now. As you can see in the bullet point line 3 there where it says estimated revenue, when we found this property, we expected the revenue to be between $175,000 to $200,000. The reason why we do a range is because short-term rental revenue is never subjective and should always fall in a range. After the first year, the client did $190,000. And right now he's on pace to do $220,000 in year 2, which is about to wrap up soon for him. This gave him an actual cash-on-cash return of 23% with cash flow at $73,000 a year. This is a really good deal. And these are the types of deals we're seeing at this type of price point. We're typically looking for that 20% or 20% plus, obviously. The bigger the better, right? But that minimum of 20% return is what we're seeing with these types of properties. Let's check out another one. The second property was purchased in Tucson, Arizona for $810,000. So the first year that it was on the market on Airbnb, it did over $140,000 in gross revenue, with a cash-on-cash return of 22% and cash flow of $44,000. So this is another really good example of a good deal. And guess what? The thing I love about this property is the potential, and I'm going to talk about the moat later on, things you can add to the property in saturated markets that will help protect you and insulate you from the competition. So let's go to this last property here in Vermont. So this property was purchased for $310,000, and this host, or the client of ours, generated $50,000 in gross income. They ended up cash flowing about $14,000 a year, and the ROI on it was about 28% with a cash-on-cash return. Now, the thing I really liked about this property, obviously this is, smaller potatoes, but This client came to the table with only $50,000. So not only were we able to find them financing with a lender who could deal with their situation and actually help them out with such little cash on hand, but we were able to find a property that was valued a little bit higher on the market, and we were able to get what we call seller credits, meaning that the seller at the closing table gave the buyer or our client money back so that they could reinvest in the property. So although they only had $50,000 for the down payment, closing costs, renovations, updates, furnishings, everything to the property, the seller gave them an extra $20,000 in seller credits to put towards what they wanted to do with the property. In return, they had less cash into the deal, or had to have less cash into the deal, which gave them a higher cash on cash return of 28%. 90% of the properties we find have some sort of seller credit or concession. We're looking for these because that gives us power to negotiate and gives you the power to have less cash into the deal and makes the deal sweeter from your end. Now, as I mentioned, we help clients all around the country find properties just like these that are amazing deals at different purchase prices. So we can definitely help you. So these are the types of properties we're finding that are really awesome and have what I call the moat, or something that separates them from everybody else. Whether it's the views, the amenities, the type, or even quality of the property, all of the factors play into setting you apart from the competition and market saturation, and we take that very, very serious. Yes, we look everywhere, but we love finding emerging vacation rental markets around the country that no one is talking about, because that's where you can thrive the most without having to throw in too much capital just to get lost in the sea of competition. These markets have increased growth with established traffic drivers, so they aren't going away anytime soon, and those are the markets we love the most. Also, we'll help you find resources that you need to launch, like cleaners and handyman, designers, photographers, contractors, realtors, lenders, etc., in any market based on our network. Now, if you're interested in learning more about this program, your next step would be to schedule a call with my team. We'll review your situation and what you're looking for to see if you're a good fit for our program. So click the button down below to schedule a call with the team, and we'll help find deals and successful properties with you and review examples with you to see if it's a good fit. Thanks, and we look forward to speaking with you.